Okay guys, and welcome back to a new video. This video is going to be 5 things that I wish I knew when I started to work out.
You ready for legs, bro?
I'm ready for legs.
Great, let's get it.
Come, join. Fuck leg day. Every day is Tuesday. Just kidding. Do you actually think I don't like training legs, guys? Of course I do like training legs. That's the first out of 5 things I wish I knew when I started working out. So what I mean by that is that when I started working out, the only thing I did was literally doing biceps and chest every day. Every day, guys. And I really regret that, because if I hadn't done that today, my body would have looked better if you think about body composition. So right now my chest is actually bigger than my shoulders, so I will have to train shoulders a lot more than my chest in order for them to catch up with my chest. And it's actually the same with triceps. Because I've trained so much chest, my triceps have gotten way bigger than my biceps, so I have to train a lot of biceps in order to like. So what I wish I did is that I really wish that I went online and got myself a 12-week training program. Not a hard program at all, just a program where you can go through bench press, squat and deadlift, the 3 compound movements, and also overhead presses, and then a lot of isolation movements, so you can try out everything so you know what to do for yourself. Do that. That brings me to the next thing, nutrition. Nutrition is probably the thing I looked up the most when I started working out, but I looked up in way too much. So what I ended up doing is that I ended up just eating broccoli, rice and chicken every day, every meal. Just broccoli, rice, chicken, broccoli, rice, chicken. I thought that that was the only thing you can eat, but let me tell you something, guys. It is not. After my first year, I actually saw something called If It Fits Your Macros, and it's basically that you eat 80% good and 20% like non-good. And I would not consider any meal like healthy or unhealthy. That's not my way of thinking of food. Because you can eat a cheeseburger. Because what's inside a cheeseburger? Inside a cheeseburger is fat, protein, and carbohydrates. It's just the ratio is fat is higher, so it's gonna contain more calories. That's why people think it's unhealthy, because it's more calories, aka more fat inside a cheeseburger. And inside 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. Inside 1 gram of carbohydrates is 4 calories, and inside 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. So that's why food high in fat is obviously more calories. Actually, after I started implementing more different kinds of food in my diet, like oatmeal, I put chocolate in my oatmeal. I usually ate like ice cream in the summer. I ate like pasta. I ate cheese. Like nothing of that is bad, because if you figure out your macros, like macros is basically the essentials, like how much protein, fats, and carbohydrates you're going to be eating every day. If you figure out that, you just eat whatever you want, go on MyFitnessPal and just log it. Obviously, it's better to eat oatmeal than a Rice Krispie. Actually, no. Actually, it depends. If you're going to do a hardcore workout, I would strongly suggest to try Rice Krispie before the workout, because it's fast-acting carbohydrates inside a Rice Krispie. It's going to let you perform better. Important to get enough protein, but you can kind of play around with fats and carbohydrates to what fits your body the most. And trust me, guys, I started thinking about weekly caloric intake, but I can get in on that on another video. But it's getting kind of loud here, but I'll see you guys at home. Okay, that is better. So for the third one I wanted to talk about is meal timing, guys. I thought that you would have to eat like every hour or every 2 hours or every 3 hours, but that, guys, is a myth. That is myth. It all comes down to how many calories you're eating per day, in like your total amount of calories for every day. So mine right now is like 2,000 calories, right? So I can choose myself if I want 3 meals, if I want 1 meal, if I want 5 meals, if I want 10 meals. Like, it all depends on your preferences. So if you are at 2,000 calories, right, and you think that you never get full of 2,000 calories, eat more volume, eat more broccoli, eat more stuff like that. Oh, I'm tired, guys. Just got home from Gold's Gym. I biked all the way home too. But guys, that is one more thing I wish I knew when I started working out, because I was like desperate about, oh my god, it's lunchtime, I have to eat, and if I didn't eat, I would get like super hysteric. And it's just super weird. But now you guys know that. That is basically something to do with nutrition too, but that was the third one. For the fourth one, it has to do with training. So when I started working out, the only thing I did was cardio. I started running, I started sprinting, I started swimming, I started biking, I started basically just cardio, because I wanted to lose a lot of fat and I wanted to gain muscle. But I didn't know that you burn more calories through strength training. By doing that, you're gonna get more muscle. When you get more muscle size, you're gonna burn more calories, so you're gonna be able to eat more as well. But that is one thing, guys, you do not need to do hours of cardio every day in order to do weight loss. It all comes down to how much calories you're burning every day and how much calories you're taking in every day. So if you burn, say your metabolism is 2,200 calories, right? If you burn that every day and you eat 2,300 calories, you're gonna gain weight because you're in a caloric surplus. If you eat 2,100 calories or 2,000 calories, you're gonna lose weight because you're in a caloric deficit. And that, guys, is one of the things I wish I knew. Oh my God, I wish I knew that, because I was literally eating like one egg every day in order to lose weight, because I thought you had to like starve yourself in order to like lose weight. But that is something I really wish that I didn't do, because it really messed up my body and my body composition. I was like super skinny fat. I'll pop up a picture up here. Yeah, that was just not good at all. So I've been working out for 3 years now, still naturally. And guys, like, started by myself, or I started with my friends, but we didn't really do all the like nutrition. We were like, oh, protein, you need protein. Oh, pre-workout, you need pre-workout. That was basically it. And just be like, lift as heavy as you can every day, all the time. Say, guys, now you know you don't have to do cardio. Actually, the leanest I've ever been was when I didn't do any cardio at all. I'm trying to move around here to make it more entertaining for you guys, so you don't just see me like sitting here. But anyways, guys, one thing that I feel like is crucial and is actually linked with the thing I just said is that you just have to eat enough in order to gain progress. If you want to gain muscle, you have to be in a caloric surplus, or it depends. If you're starting, actually, the first 2 years, you get something called newbie gains, and I would strongly suggest that you just go on a bulk, eat a lot of calories until you see that you're gaining weight. If you're gaining way too fast, drop it a bit down, but just eat a lot of food. Just go, gain, because in the start phase, you're not going to add a lot of fat, you're going to add a lot of muscle, because you're just going to get big. That's what you're going to get. So I would strongly suggest that you remember to eat, because if you never eat, or if you eat way too little, you're not gonna gain that six-pack if you want that. If you only eat like 1,000 calories every day, and if you're doing like 2 hours of cardio or 1 hour of cardio, like your body is gonna like tear down. Like you're not gonna look good at all. If you eat way more, you can still do cardio. It's good to implement cardio that allows you to eat more, but that would be the only time I would do cardio. If I would have eaten like 3,000 calories, I would have burned like 500 calories during cardio, you know? Okay, guys, remember, do not eat less, rather eat a bit more. Also, guys, one thing I thought I had to do is that I thought I had to work out for literally like 3 hours every day. And I used to work out for like 3 hours every day, because once I started on the Blueprint with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I literally like trained until my body just couldn't handle it anymore. That's what I used to do. Say hello to YouTube, bro. That was my friend. But so I usually just like every day, and like I'm kidding you not, every day I trained for like 3 hours, plus I did cardio in the morning too, so it was like maybe like 3.5 hours. And guys, I've actually gotten more results now when I work out way less, because I work out like from 40 minutes to a 1 hour and a half max. Now that's what I usually do. I was doing like a lot of sets, a lot of reps, but what I didn't do is that I rested for way too long. Like I rested for like maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I was like, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? You like the weather today? And what I do now is that I still have workout partners, like my girlfriend Mila. I have her, and I have Mike and stuff like that. But we usually talk while we do the exercises. So right now I'm doing like, say you're doing a set. After that set, you wait until that person goes. It's probably like somewhere like 30 seconds to 1 minute max. And then you go. I usually do 4 exercises on each muscle group. So say if I'm training chest and triceps, I would usually do 3 exercises on chest, and I would do 3 on triceps. And that's like super good. So I would strongly suggest that if you're a beginner and if you're watching this, train every muscle groups twice a week. So that would mean you could work out 6 times a week. If you're up for it, 6 times a week. That's literally what I've done every day since I started training. I've been training 6 days every day, like 6 days a week, every weekend for 3 years now, and like that's how I got my muscle size, you know. So I was strong. Do this. Do chest and back, shoulders, biceps, and triceps, and then you do legs. Abs on every day too. All right. So that's 3 days. So once you're done with legs, you go with chest and back again, shoulders, bicep, tricep, and then legs again. That's 6 days. On the 7th day, you rest. That's your rest day. That's a Saturday. That's a Sunday. That's a whatever you want it to be. Like, just train 6 days, and then the day after that, you do a rest, and then you're on it. Also, guys, one more thing I wanted to say is that progressive overloading is super important. Do not be afraid of that weight. If you think something is like super hard and you're like, oh my god, I can't do more than 10 reps, okay, that's good. Next time do 11, next time that do 12, after that do 8, and then increase the weight and do 8, you know. Just like always shock the body, always try to do a set more, a rep more, or a bit more weight. Mine? Where's my card? Ooh, I recently started doing like card tricks and stuff like that. Shout out to you, Jake, if you're watching. Thank you so much for teaching me a lot of card tricks. I'm gonna be a full-on magician. For the last one, guys, it is actually gonna be about rest days. Since I've started to work out, as I just said, I've been training 6 days every weekend for 3 years, and I'm not even exaggerating. But rest days is super essential. You're gonna have to listen to your body. There have been times where I'm like so sore, or I'm super sick that I can't go to the gym. The reason I usually go to the gym even though I'm sick, like not super sick, is just because I want to work out. But if you're going to the gym and you're like super sick, that means that you're an a-hole, because you're gonna get other people sick. And also, guys, listen to your body. If your legs like are so much in pain, you're like super sore, and you have leg day on that day, take a rest or train another body part. It's not as big as of a deal. Let me tell you something. It takes 3 weeks for a muscle to dissolve, or not dissolve. Like, it's gonna take 3 weeks in order for you to like start losing muscle. Like, just keep that in mind. If you're taking one day off, don't be like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose all my gains. Like, it takes 3 weeks, guys. Literally 3 weeks. That's it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I really just wanted to make this video to like maybe teach some of you guys that something that I wish I knew when I started working out. So the 5 things we took up was train each muscle group. That was the first thing you saw at Gold's Gym. That was the first part. The second part was nutrition. As I told you guys, like in a cheeseburger is protein, fats, and carbohydrates. In a apple is carbohydrates. You wanna know what I'm actually gonna do is that I'm gonna put up like a list here of what kind of food you can eat for proteins and fats, carbohydrates, and fats. So I'll put that up for you right here. The third one was meal timing, actually, that you don't have to eat. You can eat as many meals as you want every day, but I tend to just do 2 or 3 actually. And number 4, guys, was cardio. You don't have to do a lot of cardio. And as I just said, for the 5th one was rest days, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Peace out.